What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Southwest Wanderers. We're out here in the desert today of Southern California. Alrighty, getting this hike started. We got a mono up in the rocks right here. All freaking polished, smooth. Piece of pottery right there. He's rolled up on two big old mortars. As Randy says, it's a dandy. Little piece of obsidian right there. Good metate right here. Metate just sitting here on this rock. Slicks right here. I like this one, has a little divot in it. I just crawled in this cave. We got a pictograph right here. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, what else is here? That's gotta have something. This is so perfect. Oh, it's like a tunnel. Check out this yoni. It's my favorite kind of rock. The cave by this giant boulder. Oh my gosh. I'm not even joking. There's a broken way down here. As you can take a look at me, I'm in a freaking slot. Look at the one down there. My hand is referenced. One big old shards here. Another big old shard there. I see another big shard over there. Big old piece. As big as my hand. I can't stop looking at this rock. It's like a weird dragon head. It's a crazy resemblance of an eagle. Beautiful cactus flowers. Cool old windmill. Here's another mortar. Oh my gosh. A huge shelter on top of this fountain. Oh my gosh. There's a mile. Oh my gosh. If I ever had an oil, that's where I would be putting it. Please, cloud, stay there. Oh man, look at this mortar. That thing's like a little bucket. Big old one, look at that. And we got a mono right there. Alrighty, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Southwest Wanderers. We're out here in the desert today of Southern California. I'm with my buddy. He's an old timer, but he's somewhere off in the rocks. We're looking around, and we've already rolled up into one pictograph today. Didn't do my intro. It's about probably halfway through our hike, but anyway, like, we found some cool stuff today. Today's mission, I'm gonna be boulder climbing. I'm looking through all kinds of caves and cracks and crevices, and there's a million boulders out here. So anyway, stick around, see what we find, but today's gonna be a good one. The pictograph we've seen is pretty cool. It's all dark and red. Thanks you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it a lot. Every like, every comment, every subscription, it helps me out trying to get to my goal. But alrighty guys, let's see what happens. Alrighty, getting this hike started. It's a nice early morning. Probably about, I don't know, it's like 7 o'clock right now. Picked up a friend of mine today, and we're gonna go hike some mountains. I don't want to give out the background just because disclosure of where I go hiking. But anyway, it should be a really cool, exciting episode today, because the person I'm going hiking with is an extensively knowledgeable person. So anyway, stick around and let's see what we find today. This is strange. I don't know what this is. Locked though. I'm not sure. It's a trip. So today I'm doing a lot more boulder climbing. I look down there. Got some glossy slicks. I got some rocks sitting on top of the other rock. Come over here. Got a rock sitting on that rock. I'm gonna kind of poke around these boulders. It's kind of cavey. This is kind of cool to me right here. Like, I kind of feel like this is a little personalized spot. Look at all the little ring of rocks around there. And there's kind of like a couple of working-ish stones are sitting right there. They don't look like they have much importance, but I maybe want to crawl in this cave and see what's in here. Because today I'm looking for pottery pots or stashed items in caves today. But that's actually really cool. Like, I really like that. Definitely a little personalized spot. These caves are freaking sick. Like, I could probably tell that they were chilling up in this area. It's like a little hangout area. But super cool up in these rocks. This is cool. We got a mono up in the rocks right here. This is really freaking cool to me. Like, there's no mortars right here. There's some, I think, down at the base, but this is all freaking polished, smooth. That's freaking cool. Here's these mortars and slicks that I saw from up there. You could tell that is like extensively polished. You could like rub your face on all this stuff. And there's a couple rocks that are sitting there. Someone could have set those there because it is kind of in an area that's accessible. But let's go check out down in these caves. Oh man, there's so much to look for out here. We're gonna drop the backpack and go check out this area. Let's see. Already seeing some coyote poop. Okay. We gotta really crawl through this stuff if we want to try to find something. Oh man, should be endless in here. And I found a piece of pottery right there, a decent shard. So I'm in the right spot if you're finding pottery in caves. So I'm gonna check more up in here. Alright, just rolled up on a few big old mortars. That one's buried. But look at these guys. Yeah. As Randy says, it's a dandy.
It's a dandy.
And they got a little piece of obsidian right there. Oh, look, here's a little broken metate right here. It's all polished. Yeah, so I might be popping up in these rocks right here.
Yeah, I would too.
These rock shelters. And finding a nice piece of pottery right here. I think there's probably possibly an oil sitting up here sometime. This stuff's fun. Here's a little tate just sitting here on this rock. Yeah, I'm hiking up this, and I see these couple markers sitting on this rock. And then come up here, there's some other rocks kind of sitting. All these big boulders look really good. I'm gonna check out some of these caves. Here's a nice couple flakes of pottery in this crack.
Yep, that's really
Nice.
cool.
Couple slicks right here. And all polished. Nice little hangout spot. That's almost like pictograph worthy area. But yeah, up this mountain, that's where we're just checking out up in all those caves. Really hard to film climbing up all these boulders, as you can imagine. Holding my phone, it's like not a lot of one-handed climbing, but yeah, we're up in here. I think might be some slicks or something down at those rocks. Check them out. There's another marker stone right there, and they got this big old cave. We're gonna crawl down. Oh, let's see, this is hard. This is sketchy with one hand. I could slide. Slickery rock. Oh. You can see why I don't film a lot when I'm hiking up in this. It's just sketchy. But man, this cave looks extensively promising. Slicks right here. I like this one. It has a little divot in it. It's all polished. Got these guys. There's another mortar. Just going around.
Good old weather going.
Yeah.
I do sometimes. I call that the march. That's it.
Look at this thing. This thing's all marbled. The whole thing's like a gloss.
It is. It's been worked good.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Like you can rub your face on that stuff.
It's so smooth.
Check out another freaking slicked out giant boulder. I just crawled in this cave and we got a pictograph right here. Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, what else is here? What else is here? I'm losing my mind now. Losing my mind. Look at, I just crawled up to this little area right here. I'm in this cave. Oh my gosh, sick. Oh my gosh, I didn't hike, or didn't film a lot of the hiking. coming over to here, I was just talking with a friend for a long time, but now I'm up in some caves. And we found a pictograph. So now I'm on a journey. We gotta find another pictograph. There might be Oyas up in these rocks. Yeah, I want to check out all of those. Backside of this cave with the pictographs. And like, looks like they kind of enclosed a little bit of it with some rocks. Come over here, we have like a pile of rocks, a little circle stash, but this thing almost looks like it has some work to it, like just slight gloss. But I think that's really freaking cool. There's another side of that cave, I think. It might be a different cave, actually. No, it's the same one. It's the one with the pictograph, but just from a different side. Here's where that pictograph is again. Brandy's gonna come up and check it out. So I've just been bouldering all day. Freaking can't believe I rolled up on some pictographs. My hands and my palms are getting so chewed up because like you see how rough this stuff is, and it's just wearing on my hands. But tearing up my shoes. But it's worth it when you can see something like that. It's so cool how that pictograph was sitting up on the top of a hill. You see like all of this cool boulders and stuff. We got a lot to look through. It's easier to film this and hike, but we're just following cave and tunnel systems through all these rocks. Oh, this cave looks sick. Don't see anything. Ooh, whatever this is, I just walked through this stuff. It's fragrant. Yeah, that cave. Dink, dink, dink. Oh, no slide. Stinky bush. And there's nothing. So I'm gonna go check out all these rocks, those big flat rocks. I can definitely tell that those are stacked up in there. Some of those look kind of placed. Whoa. Check that out. It's almost like rocks have slid down over time and got caught right here. Huh. Let's see. I got high hopes for a pictograph up here. Oh. I love this dark rock though. This is so cool up here. It's like a stage. Whoa, okay, this is really cool. I think this is like where they'd have ceremonies or something, because like see this rock, those rocks, those rocks, those rocks, this rock, that rock. Like there's some of these are moved and kind of makes like a perimeter. So like say someone's right here in the circle telling their story and you have people sitting on that rock, on these rocks, these rocks. It's like a storytelling area, and kind of in my opinion, but pretty neat. These are essentially just all chairs in my opinion. And then got a couple placed rocks up here. And I wonder what's here. There's so much to look for. Oh, look at that cave. That's gotta have something. That's gotta have something. This is so perfect. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Okay, this is stacked here and left. And I don't know why that stick is sitting there. It didn't grow like that. Wow. This is freaking cool. Like, this was placed in here 100%, this rock. Oh, it's like a tunnel. That's so cool. Why? That is really cool though. This is a freaking badass looking cave. Let's check this thing out. Oh, this is huge. Has an echo even. Wow. What is that? Look at this. It's like a freaking room. I'm gonna go check out that. I see, almost looks like some placed rocks under that little overhang. So we're gonna see what that's about. All right, coming to the base of this. Gotta check out those rocks. I don't see nothing. Looks really good though. So much ground to cover. Okay, check out this yoni. I love yonis, my favorite kind of rock. You can see the genitalia looking thing and the circle carved around it, and then the rays. That's like it's a natural form. I always feel that they just touched up and made more important, because that little trough around it is absolutely chiseled out. That is not natural. We just hiked from over there down this stuff, came from up there. I'm gonna go back up this stuff. See some possible shelters at the top of this hill. They look pretty intriguing. But man, being a native back in the day, everything you're climbing out here, living in this, like, straight up billy goats. Alright, here's this rock shelter I saw from down there. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. Doesn't look like a pictograph spot, but it was worth checking out. I'm getting worked. People wonder why or how I find cool stuff. It's because you go places no one wants to go. It's like one-handed, I can't really get up this very well. I'll try. If you saw me, you'd see how much more of a spider monkey move that was. All these big boulders look so good. Good rock shelter in here. Super nice one. Nothing, but for every 1,000 caves you look in, you might find one out of 1,000 caves that's gonna hold something. Oh man, this is rough. This is a heck of a different journey than I'm normally doing, because I'm just straight boulder climbing. All I want is to find pictographs or see an Oya. I could care less. I mean, I take that back. I could care a lot, but my focal point is not looking for things in the dirt. That was a close call. Oh yeah, like just finding stuff in the dirt is just not my focal point. I've never seen a whole entire Oya sitting in its place, and that's why I'm just solely sticking to boulders on this trip. See how big this boulder is I'm standing on? When I stepped on it, watch. Teeters. Now imagine that on the side of a cliff giving out from under you. I see my feet off those boulders for a minute. My hands are raw. Oh, this looks good. All these rocks, you can see from here without even zooming. They're placed there in that big old slab of a rock. Come over here. It's just looking really good. I'm gonna check out all this. See, these rocks are definitely like setting there. Like those aren't naturally sitting there. Oh, this giant boulder. I have high hopes for this. I love that texture of the natural rocks. Whoa! That is a giant opening. Check it out. Slippery. Weird root, look like a rope. A cave by this giant boulder. Oh, that goes so far in there. I have to crawl on that. Backpack, you can sit down. Okay. Sitting down. Oh, wow. That looks a lot better in person than it does on film. I don't know where to begin. I'm going to try to go down there. I don't know if I'll be able to film. It'll be hard. That's steeper than it looks. Oh my gosh. I'm not even joking. There's a broken Oya down here. Some big old pieces. Oh my gosh, dude. You guys would not believe how hard it is to even get in this place. Look at that big old piece of pottery right there. Another giant shard down there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How freaking sweet. And if you guys could take a look at me, like, I am in a freaking slot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to get down here. Oh, look at that. That is such a big piece of pottery. Look at the one down there. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna kind of excavate this a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's such a big piece of pottery. Look at that. My hand is reference. Look at this. No. Look at this one. Oh. Look, you got more big old shards here. Another big old shard there. I see another big shard over there. Oh, there's another one over there. Big shards too. They're not like little. I'm freaking out right now. There's another big old piece of pottery. Like, let's try to get a light set up. You can see my hand for reference. Big old piece. But I'm in a freaking cave and there's more down there. It's so hard to get in here. I'm like sandwiched. But yeah, we got big old pottery. There could totally be an Oya in here. wish this was easier to film. I see more pieces down there, but I don't think I'm gonna go try to get to them. Oh, here's another big old pieces right there, right there. Oh my gosh. So hard to get out of this. Another piece of pottery right there. Another giant piece over there. Look it up against the back. Oh my gosh. Look at that piece. Looks like he's busted in two. You can see that one. A couple pieces over there. Another piece over there. A bunch of broken pieces down there. Oh my gosh. How big that is. As big as my hand. And there's more pieces down there. Oh my gosh. Let's try to zoom in. That right there, you can see when I shine the light on it, you'll see it. Big old piece of pottery back up in there. Oh. Look at all these pieces right here. Like there's a whole layer of a bunch of them. I just crawled into this rock over here, and that's where all those pieces of pottery were, way down in that. But there's another slightly bigger opening right here. Oh no, this is the same thing. How crazy is that, dude? Here's a nice little water collection, like right by all this native stuff. Probably utilize that plenty of times out here in the desert. Another one right here. And look at this cave. This thing looks nice. I'm still wigging out of all that pottery that was in that slanted cave. Those are some of the bigger pieces of pottery I've ever seen. Oh, this looks comfortable. Oh, that looks sick. That's where I'd be putting it away. That was native. No pictographs or nothing right here. Huh. Randy's a little ways back, so we're gonna. He got service. I was able to call him, but we got kind of split up, so I'm gonna go meet up with him. Just rolled up on a bunch of these slicks on this rock. You can see. I don't need to zoom in on those. Oh man, look at this mortar. That thing's like a little bucket right there. That's a big old one. Look at that. And we got a mono right there. Yeah, I like that one. Oh, there's more mortars right here. Oh, it's a dude, there's a metate and a shelter. Look at that mortar. Bam. Bam. I'm gonna go chill in there and drink a freaking Gatorade. There might be a pictograph because there's these little slicks, and I've noticed when there's slicks right by a cave. Sitting right here, and I just see some rocks stashed up in this little pocket.
Did you see a snake in there, you said?
No, a bunch of rocks stashed in there.
Oh, rocks.
Yeah. I can't stop looking at this rock. It's like a weird dragon head. It's got a little tongue and lips and a neck and an eye socket and eyebrow. I'm getting the last of the shade right now. Please, cloud, stay there. Alrighty, me and Randy just took a little break. Gonna keep going up this mountain and see what we could, well, what I can find. He's gonna kick it down in the flats. Boulder climbing. Oh, those are stacked. That's like an eagle head right there. That is so cool. Those rocks are stacked. I'm going to that. Here's these rocks sitting up here. Then we got eagle head rock. That is a crazy resemblance of an eagle. So I am excessively intrigued to poke around right here. Oh, look at the flats down there. Oh, this spot's amazing. I can't look at it all in a day. This is really cool. Normally, I don't see rocks stacked like this unless it's from like a modern person, but for where this is, I can almost 100% guarantee that this is not from modern people, but that's cool. I'm gonna get a couple pictures of that. Some cool features, natural features. Like this one up here, it's a little hollowed out dome spot. If I was up here, this would be my little stash spot. Just 'cause it looks cool. Huh. Why is that all wet? Oh. We have, that's a bunch of bees. I don't know where that's coming in. That's like dripping whatever's coming from there. Might be honey. Huh. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't want to piss them off. That looks like a somewhat kind of like a rock circle. Check that out. Okay, here's that little rock circle. It's nothing fancy, but it's definitely not natural. I just came up this stuff. This is a big old rock shelter right here. It's sketchy to get down. Ow. Oh, doing it one-handed. We're gonna check that out on the way down because I want to get to that stuff up there. So let's find a way up. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. This is a huge shelter on top of this mountain. Oh, if there's not pictographs in this, I don't even know what to say. Oh my gosh. Wow. There's literally hotel rooms that aren't even this big. There's a mono right there on the rock. Check out this little cave. Oh my gosh. If I ever had an Oya, that's where I would be putting it. Oh my goodness. I can't tell. Never know. I don't think that's anything. Check out how cool this is. Dude, look at that dome. How is there not pictographs in here? Look at this. Oh, look at that's really cool. This is polished. Like they rubbed that. So you got a glossy spot right there. Got a glossy spot right here. You got a glossy spot right here. No, why were they doing that? Wow. Here's a cool little cave. Just looking at from up there. It's perfect Perfect little spot for a pictograph, but there's not one. Check out these big rocks. Oh, this looks really promising. It's a sweet shelter, but I don't see any signs of evidence. Okay, decided to start going up this hill. I'm gonna crest over this and see if there's just a good vantage point to see what we're up against on the other side. I'm not hiking that far. I just need to get good eyes on it. And I think that'll be one of the last new spots we see for the day. We're gonna start making a journey back to the truck. We're way out here though, like probably a good 5 miles in, 5 miles out, and a bunch of hiking in between. Anyway, let's see what this looks like. Looks good over that way. Oh, I'm out of breath. Some of these rocks look good. Hard enough. Check this out. Freaking in this cactus flower, we have like another plant or cactus growing out of it. That's freaking bizarre. Beautiful cactus flowers right here. Look at that thing. Oh, and then we got a bee enjoying this one. Oh, coming into some old timer stuff. Got an old cattle trough over here. Cool old windmill. Probably what was all pumping that well for that trough back in the day. I'm sure it's windy out here a lot. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming along on my journey today. It was pretty cool. A lot of big old pieces of pottery in that cave. I think that was like my highlight for the day. We came across some really cool rock shelters, like the one it's actually right behind me up here, top of that rock, that mountain. That was one of the coolest rock shelters I've seen in a long time. It was like a hotel room when you walk in there, just giant. And then the other highlight was the pictograph. I was not expecting to find a pictograph today and found a cool little one. But I had a fun hike with my friend Randy. But anyway, guys, thank you for coming along. Please like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Trying to pump out a video like this as much as I can. I know I've been slacking. It's not every week, but at least every other week I want to get one out there for you guys. But I'm pushing for every week. Well, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.